Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy MoTioN, guys. A video, guys. I haven't done a video like this in a long time where it's literally just the webcam, but I promised you guys over on Twitter that we would do a Q&A yesterday, but some reasons the issue with the camera, I don't know what happened, but I had to get that fixed, and now we're ready to do this Q&A. So if you guys don't already follow me on Twitter, Twitter is just ExoticMoTioN. You can find me. I should be the first one that pops up. I have around 4,000 to 5,000 followers, or actually we're hitting close to 6,000 followers over on Twitter. So if you guys can go over to my Twitter page, hit that follow button. But with that being said, I asked you guys to ask me some questions over on Twitter. You guys killed it. You guys asked like 40 or 50 questions, insane amount. I'm gonna try to answer as many of those as I possibly can. I wanted some juicy questions, but some of you guys were just asking like serious questions, like what's the first game you played, do you miss this, do you miss that, and stuff like that. But maybe the next time we do a Q&A, you guys can ask like juicy questions, like personal, crazy, I don't know. You guys can just think of whatever you want and just ask away. But if you guys did miss this Q&A where you weren't able to ask a question but you really wanted to know, please just follow me on Twitter. The second we hit 6.5 thousand followers on Twitter, we'll do another Q&A. Or if we can hit 150 maybe, I think maybe 150 or 200,000 subscribers, we'll do another Q&A. I haven't decided yet. 150 to 200,000 is a big number, a big difference. So we could meet up in the middle with 175,000 subscribers. We'll do another Q&A. It's up to you guys. Just give this video a thumbs up. If we can hit 1,000 likes, I'll do 175,000. But with all that being said, let's get into the questions. So I'm literally just gonna go in order from what you guys have been asking me. So someone said, what car do you drive? I drive a 2002 BMW 325i. I've had it for many years, man. I think I've had this car for 5 or 6 years, probably 5 years, and I've done some modifications to it, and it's beautiful. If you guys want to see a picture of it, here's a picture on screen right now. I mean, I love the car. It's not nothing special, nothing like a Ferrari or anything like that. No high-end YouTuber car. I'm still broke, living at my parents' house for now, but I mean it still gets me around, and it's a reliable car, and I love it. And surprisingly enough, I actually got that car before I started, actually not before I started the YouTube channel, but like when I was like on a huge break of YouTube and I wasn't doing YouTube for income. I got that car with like a normal job. Hybrid asks, do you think it would be cool if Black Ops 2 was remastered? Honestly, I don't know if I would even play it, because I mean I'm on this Fortnite grind. I love Fortnite so much more. These battle royales are just so fun, and if they remastered Black Ops 2, I loved Black Ops 2. That was the first game that I ever got into. I even have like the big opening day poster over there that you guys probably will never see ever, but it's a massive poster. And Black Ops 2 was the start of my YouTube channel. That was the start of my career, and I loved it. It was honestly the best like league play. I love everything about it, the competitive scene to it. It was awesome. But to be honest, if we're gonna be honest, if it did remaster, I probably would not play it, just because there's gonna be new games like the next Call of Duty that's coming out. We're gonna be playing Fortnite. We're trying to grind to become a pro and stuff like that, so I don't think I would have time for Black Ops 2 if they remastered it. Oh, sorry said, in your opinion, what is the best gun in Fortnite? RPG. The RPG is definitely OP. Were you ever expecting to get this big, and how do you want to grow? Love the tips. They've helped so much. Yo, thank you for that secret. I actually did expect, I always visioned myself, I always saw myself, I think in 2012, like 5 years ago, I saw myself hitting 100,000 subscribers. I saw myself being big, like 100,000 and 150,000 subscribers. I saw that, and back then, that was huge. That was massive. But nowadays, that's kind of like a smaller side. So yes, I did see myself hitting that then, but now that I hit it, like it's such a small number compared to like all these other channels today's day and age, that I need to be at like 1 million. Like that's my next goal. Like that's something that I can actually see myself hitting, and that'll be something that I'll be extremely happy about. Do I think I'll ever hit 1 million though? Honestly, yeah, I feel like I can. I feel like I can do it. If you guys just help me out, show some love, show support, I honestly think I could do it with you guys by my side, helping me out 100% of the way. I can't do it without you guys though. What video game was the one that made you love gaming? This is actually pretty hard. Probably, I want to say Halo, because Halo was like one of the first games where I saw online multiplayer. Whenever we played story games and stuff like that, me and my brother, I would let him play the campaigns and stuff like that, like Kingdom Hearts and any game like that. He would play the story mode, and I would literally watch him and just teach him how to do it, or like give him ideas. Hey, try doing this, try doing that. But he would only play. I would never really play the games and stuff like that. But once Halo came out and we got to play online and play with other people, like that's when I actually fell in love with gaming and stuff like that. I didn't get into it 100% during Halo, but Halo is really what started me to start playing online and stuff like that. But after that, I think Call of Duty Black Ops 2, that was the game that got me like addicted, and I was like, all right, I want to grind this Call of Duty out. I want to become a pro. This is really what I want to do. Plasma said, how do you keep yourself motivated? Respect the grind, man. Yo, Plasma, I appreciate that more than anything. Honestly, how I keep myself motivated with YouTube and stuff like that, and gaming and everything like that, is my future. I see it as a career. I see it as a future. I see it as a way of income. And honestly, like I've committed so much into it. I put so much time and money into it. I put like 5 years into it. Instead of going to school and stuff like that, I actually committed to YouTube and gaming and stuff like that. So like this is like my last resource. Like this, I put so much effort into this that this is like, if I don't do this, I wasted basically all of my early 20s and childhood and stuff like that on nothing. So that's what really motivates me and grinds me to keep pushing forward, because I don't have education, I don't have school. I mean, I have a high school diploma, I have some college, I have some experience in like electrical work, but none of that is like career wise, like something that I see myself doing for the long run. So that's actually what motivates me, is just how long I've been doing this for and how much time and effort I've put into it already. Country Gamer said, what's the hardest challenge for you for a YouTuber, and what dog would you prefer, a German Shepherd or Husky? I actually have 2 puppies, a German Shepherd Husky mix, both of them, they're brothers from the same breed. Love those 2. That's kind of hard, man. If I honestly had to pick one or the other, I mean, they're mixed together, but I would probably pick a German Shepherd, just because they're big dogs, they're very smart, they're very reliable, but they do shed a lot. But the Husky sheds a little bit more, and their fur's white, so that white fur really shows a little bit more. But honestly, Huskies are like, they're hard-headed, and they're kind of like just crazy dogs. So I would prefer a German Shepherd, because you can really train them. They'll be really like down to earth and chill. And I used to actually have a German Shepherd / Chow mix, and he was my favorite dog ever. He was so sweet. Once he got old, he literally just sat there, and he was just an amazing dog. And I've never had a Husky alone, so I can't really be biased, but if that question comes my way, I'm gonna have to say German Shepherd. Spookies TV said, what is the meaning behind your name, ExoticMoTion? So ExoticMoTion, basically I wanted to make a clan, and I wanted something different that nobody else had. Like, they always had Optic, they had FAZE, they had Luminosity, they had Freako and stuff like that, and I wanted something different, but I wanted something that was like bold and stood out. So I thought exotic, because like exotic cars, exotic pets, exotic things are just crazy, things that are just different, that are exotic, that aren't normal. And that's what I wanted. I wanted our clan to be something like that. But the motion part came in because I was a sniper back then. I used to like quick scope and try and trick shot and stuff like that. So I liked like the motion, like one motion, like the drag scoping and stuff. It's all in one motion. So I had my name as ExoticMoTion, and like as I got older, I kind of like thought about it. Me and my brother came up with it, but like now that I'm older, some people are like, yo, that sounds like a strip club or something like that. And honestly, it kind of does, but it's okay. I like it. I've stuck with it for like 7 years, so I'm probably not gonna change it anytime soon. Creations asked, if YouTube wasn't your job, what would it be? Honestly, probably something in information technology, IT work, just because that's what I was going to school for a little bit, and I actually love computers and stuff like that. I love like the whole specs on PCs and computers and stuff. I love like the whole network side of computers and stuff. So honestly, it would have to be something with information technology. Noah asks, have you always played video games, and have you played sports as a kid? I already kind of answered this, the video games part, but sports, yes, I love playing sports as a kid. I didn't really do too much sports on teams, but I played with friends and stuff like that. Until high school is when I started playing actual sports on teams and stuff like that, so I guess organized sports. But ever since like before high school, I was just playing for fun with friends and stuff like that, like just random activities to just get out the house and do. So high school, I did play a little bit of sports. I wasn't the best at it, but I think that's just because, I mean, I wasn't the worst, but I just wasn't the best. I'm not like some 6'4", 250-pound Chotch. I'm literally just a small little skater boy with long hair, you know. Brendan asked, are you planning on bringing other content to the channel, and if so, what other content? Maybe. Honestly, I don't ever want to say never, because I never know. Like right now I'm saying no, Fortnite only, because that's what I really want to grind out and see, but you never know in the future. Call of Duty is going to come out. I could bring out Call of Duty videos, I could bring out Round Royale videos and stuff like that. It really depends on where the path goes, because honestly, in this field of YouTube and stuff like that, you got to stick with the hype, with the trend and stuff like that. If you want to keep growing and you want to stay successful, you got to stick with it. So of course, I'm just gonna go wherever the road takes me. How can people join Exotic Clan? Right now we have no tryouts and stuff like that. I'm waiting until our channel is bigger, like until we're hitting like 100,000 views per video basically. That's when I want to start having tryouts and stuff like that, and recruiting people like other content creators to come to Exotic. Maybe we can have an Exotic house and stuff like that, because I can't be a small YouTuber trying to create an organization when I'm small myself. I have to be at least a bigger YouTuber so that way I can create an organization to grow off of that. And honestly, that's just how I see it working. That's just the vision that I have. Some people might want to try something different, but that's just how I see it. So just stay tuned, wait and see. Probably once we get a few more subscribers and stuff like that and our views start going up, that's when we're going to start recruiting like people like that, content creators. We're going to have an Exotic house, have people move in, and we're all just going to be in one house creating videos. What are your thoughts on bouncing back on YouTube after a break? Been watching you since the supply drop opening in Advanced Warfare. Keep up the good work. Yo, I appreciate that, man. My thoughts on bouncing back. YouTube, the thing about YouTube is if you want to be successful, you have to be consistent. You have to constantly upload videos. If you stop for any time or any second, if you take like a week break, that really hurts your channel. So anytime you take a break, however long the break is, the longer it is, the more it's going to hurt your channel. You're going to come back to a dead channel. It's going to be a fresh restart. So it's going to be completely discouraging and hard. So if you're creating a channel and you guys want to actually grow in it, don't take a break, don't quit, don't ever stop. Just constantly keep going nonstop every day for 5 years straight, and then see where it takes you, or maybe 2 years, because 5 years is a long time. If you had a chance, would you join FAZE or stay in Exotic Nation? Oh my goodness, that's actually pretty hard. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. See, some people are gonna be not honest and they're gonna be like, oh no, I'd stay with you guys, man, Exotic Clan all the way. But honestly, I would probably end up going to FAZE, get the clout, grow from FAZE, get the experience, meet the people, socialize and stuff like that, and that way it helps me as a person grow even more. So that way I can end up maybe in the future, after I grow from FAZE and stuff like that and learn some things from those guys and everything, then I can actually end up maybe branching off to myself and then maybe creating Exotic, and from there on. I honestly at this point would look at anything in my future as either a business side. If it's a good idea to do it to help my business, to help my channel out, to help myself, I'm gonna go that route rather than taking a different route, because at the end of the day, this is my only source of income. So I do have to take these things actually serious, and some of these decisions I make are really crucial to my future. Where did you grow up in? I grew up, it's hard to ask because I've moved around a lot. I was born in Colorado Springs, I moved to Hawaii, back to Colorado, back to Minnesota, Las Vegas, Virginia, and now like I moved a little south of Alexandria, Virginia. So I've lived in a lot of places. The longest I've lived is probably here right now, where I'm at right now. But before this place, I used to move around a lot. So I don't really know. I don't really have a spot that I grew up at. If we're talking about that, I usually just call this place where I'm at now the place I grew up at. Robbie said, are you going to play Black Ops 4 2 and posting videos on the channel? Who knows, Robbie? Stay tuned. I honestly can't give you an answer to that because I don't even know yet. But stay tuned. You'll find out pretty soon because Black Ops 4 is coming out. How many of you guys are actually hyped up for it? Let me know down in the comment section below. Who's hyped up for Black Ops 4? Man, dude, the Battle Royale, that's the thing that I'm really going to try. I fell in love with Fortnite games, man. The whole Battle Royale game mode, I just fell in love with it. If you had one thing you can change in Fortnite, what would it be? What's the one vaulted weapon you wish would come back? The vaulted weapon, I don't know. I like all the weapons that are out right now. Any vaulted weapons that are in the vault, I'm glad they're in the vault. I don't really miss any of them. If you had to change one thing about Fortnite, what would it be? That's hard. I would probably have to say the custom lobbies. They don't have them out yet. They're coming out very soon, probably like in the next day or two, but they should make custom lobbies because it's going to change the game completely. So I think once they add custom lobbies, everything will be perfect. We can practice, we can get better, we can do 2v2s with your friends, we could actually do actual GB tournaments and stuff like that, how it's supposed to be played. So once they drop custom lobbies and stuff, I think that's when I'll be happy. Why did you prefer PS4 over Xbox? This is actually a good question. I did like Xbox for a long time. Xbox was my favorite, but then once Call of Duty, I forget which Call of Duty it was, but I think it was Advanced Warfare. The servers were extremely bad. It was hard to connect to games. It was hard to invite people. It was hard to join your friends' games. GBs was annoying to join and stuff like that. A lot of the matches would dispute just because you can't join the session. So that really sucked. And then out of nowhere, PS4 ended up taking exclusive rights to DLC weapons, DLC maps, and stuff like that. And they also took the competitive scene away from Xbox. So after that, that's honestly when I made the move, because my career, I wanted to be a professional gamer. So I had a game on PS4. I did not like it at first, but over time, it grew on me, and I ended up liking PS4. The servers are very smooth, very clean. It's easy to join games and stuff like that. So that's what made me switch over to PS4. Deadeye said, will you ever do tryouts for Exotic Team? PS montage will be finished soon. Guys, stay tuned. We have a montage coming to the channel very, very soon. But I already answered this question. Tryouts for Exotic will come once we start growing as a channel a little bit more. I'm sweating, man. It's hot. This light just burning on my face right now is extremely hot. I can't even see anything but like this little screen in front of me. But with that being said, what's your favorite football team? Probably Denver Broncos, just because I was born in Colorado Springs. So Denver Broncos is probably my favorite team. Other than that, probably the Vikings, just because it's my dad's team. I used to live in Minnesota, so my whole family likes the Vikings and stuff like that. Do you know that you're the plug on new leak skin? Thanks, yo, appreciate that, man. I'm glad I can help out. I tried to do my best on releasing the information as soon as I find it out. Appreciate that though, man. Who is your biggest inspiration and why? Honestly, biggest inspiration has to be Ninja. It used to be Nadeshot, but anytime like that one of these gamers just become one of the fans loved favorite gamer, I actually love that, because I love how this this person is able to actually grab the attention of so many people, and so many people love him, and he just kills the game, and he's just being so successful, and he's just killing it out there. So people like that, they're really my inspiration. So Ninja is definitely my biggest inspiration right now. When did you start playing Fortnite? I think November, December, maybe November, December, around that time. Late November, early December, probably around that time, but I wasn't really into it. I was just playing it just for fun. Pineapples on pizza, yes or no? No, definitely not. Do you miss making your old Infinite Warfare videos where I started watching you? Yes, Infinite Warfare was an amazing time. The only thing I don't miss is the supply drops. They ended up costing me hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and sometimes I wouldn't even get the item or the weapon or anything like that. But the supply drops were big videos back then. That's what really blew me up back then. How are ways to get better at building with the Builder Pro? Just practice. Anytime you see somebody, push them, get aggressive, and rush everybody you see. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I do not. What made you want to do YouTube, and why upload Fortnite videos? Again, when I was just getting out of high school, I think that's when I was like, all right, I really wanted to do something, because gaming, I love gaming, and I love the fact that people would message you like, oh my god, you're this bigger YouTuber and stuff like that. So I always saw that image as myself. I always saw that happening to me, so I wanted to make it happen. So I actually just started doing it, and instead of wasting time just sitting in my basement playing video games, I wanted to make something out of it. So that's why I started YouTube. And Fortnite, because Fortnite videos are just, it's trending. Who's your favorite Fortnite player to watch? Probably Nick A30, just because Nick A30 is killing it, man. He's killing it. He's a nice guy. He's genuine. He's really there for the people, and he's insanely good at the game. So definitely Nick A30 is one of my favorite to watch. Do you think keybinds should be introduced on console? Honestly, it kind of already is with Builder Pro. Other than that, I mean, I don't see how other way they can implement key binding onto a controller, just because there's only so many buttons on the controller that it's going to be kind of impossible to do it like a keyboard. A keyboard has so many keys on it, but a controller only has 30 buttons, 20 buttons. So it's going to be almost not even 20, probably 15 buttons. So it's going to be impossible for it to be on a controller. I think what they have now for Builder Pro is the best that they're going to do. The only thing they need to fix is the editing. Holding circle to edit an object takes way too long. You end up getting killed. If they can fix that and make it quicker, like just pushing circle to edit, we're going to be able to keep up with PC. Stay tuned for that. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for all the questions you guys have asked me over on Twitter. This is the setup. This is what I'm literally, this light right here is just, it's killing me, you guys. But with that being said, you guys, thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you guys enjoyed. I was actually really nervous making this Q&A, if you guys haven't been able to notice. So if you can, give this video a thumbs up, show some love, show some support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.